Hello guys, I would like to welcome you to our lesson where we're going to learn about how to change numbers that are in decimal form into hexadecimals. So the first thing that I want to talk about here is that when we talk of hexadecimals, they are numbers that are in base 16. We've learned about numbers that are in base 10, which we call decimals. And then here we now have numbers that are in base 16. So 10 are called decimals, and then those who are in base 16 are called hexadecimals. Also, you remember we talked about the base 2, which we call binary digits. So in this case, I'm going to teach you how to change or to convert decimals into hexadecimals. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how numbers from 1 to 15 appear like in hexadecimal form. So we will never find a number that is called 16 when we are talking of hexadecimals. So here is what happens. Number 1, number 2, all these numbers are the same. Number 1, 2, 3, until when we get to number 9, they're all the same. So number 1 to 9 is the same in the hexadecimal, isn't it? But now when we get to 10, in hexadecimal form, it is now A, 11 is now B, and 12 is 11 is B. Then 12 is C, 13 is D, is equal to D, then 14 is equal to E, then 15 is equal to F. So we don't get to 16, because the moment we get to 16, it's no longer a number in hexadecimal form. So this is how our lead numbers will be appearing like. Now, so in this case, I'm going to quickly go back and look at the hexadecimal format. So since we just got to realize that from 1 to 9, the numbers are the same, and then from 10, we now have A, 11, B, 12, it's C, 13, it's D, 14, it's E, 15, it's F. Now I want to show you how to convert, for example, a number like, let me say we are given, let me say 30 into hexadecimal form. What we do is we say 16 into 30. What do we get? The answer is 1, and the remainder is 14, isn't it? But remember, 14 in hexadecimal form, it's because with 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E. So 14 is also going to give me an E in hexadecimal form, like this. Then also I'm going to say 16 into 1, I get 0, and the remainder is 1. Now my answer is 114, but 14 is going to be replaced by E. So my answer is going to be 1E. That is 14, that is 30 in hexadecimal form. Let me go to a little bit higher, bigger numbers. I will look for a number like 400 in hexadecimal form, like this. So what I do is I say 16 into 400. What do we get? If you have a calculator or something, you can even use it for the meantime for practice reasons. So we say 400 divided by 16. What do we get? We get a number 25, isn't it? So it's going to be 25, and the remainder is going to be 0. Now we say 16 into 25, it's 1, and the remainder is 9. 16 into 1, the answer is 0, the remainder is 1. So 400 in hexadecimal, it's going to be 190, like this. So this is how we write numbers in hexadecimal form. I'm just thinking of another number that is like, maybe let me look at a number like 300 and see how it goes. 300 in hexadecimal form. I do the same thing. I say 16 into 300. What do I get? I'm going to get 16 into 300. The answer is 18. Right, so into which number, what is my remainder? To get my remainder, I say 16 multiplied by 18, and then I get the answer 288. So my remainder is 300 minus 288. 300 minus 288. I get the answer 12. Right, like this. Then I'm going to say 16 into 12, into 18, sorry. I get the answer 1. My remainder is 2. I say 16 into 2, into 1, my remainder is 0. My answer is 1, remainder 0, remainder 1, sorry. My answer is 0, remainder 1. Please pardon me for that. Let me repeat, 16 into 1, it's 0, remainder 1. And then we rewrite the numbers going up like this. But remember 12, we said 12 in hexadecimal is 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C. So 12 is C. So we're going to write 1, 2, C. So the answer is 1, 2, and C, like this. This is 300 in hexadecimal form. If you have any questions, please just write a comment and then I'll be able to attend to you. I hope you have learned and you have enjoyed the lesson. Thank you very much.